He's changing the play. From the gun, it's Dickey. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well run him again. Taken down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And those plays are never going to be on the highlight tapes, but man, you love a QB that on 3rd down can understand spacing, can understand how to check the football down, let their running back do the rest, get the 1st down, move the sticks, so then you can make the big play later on in this drive.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Danzy. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Follows his blocks. It's Dickey. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
That looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Back to throw, it's Denson. Back's got it on the screen. Still on his feet at the 40. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Straight ahead, it's Johnson. Finding some room. The 30. The 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. They were all over it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to throw on third and goal. Got to run it now. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. Looking downfield, it's Denson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Clemson. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Going to take a shot. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Splinter! Eagle! Check! Eagle! Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Making the adjustment on the play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Out wide right, it's Simmons. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Making the adjustment. The run inside. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down.
Martin at the 35-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on fourth down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
Man, and that one stings, right? Like, you're a receiver, it's fourth down, understanding where the sticks are, you do everything right except for the last part, man. Just lose concentration, maybe take your eye off the football a little bit. And some drops are big, and some are bigger. And that was a big one on fourth down to drop that football when he had the first down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it himself. Now the pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Back to pass, it's Denson. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Hits inside, it's Dickey. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the counter. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Iron! Iron! Roman! Leak!
Dropping back, it's Hammond. And he gets rid of it.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
Man, you gotta love the safety's eyes on that play. He didn't get lost. He didn't get enamored with everything that was going on in front of him, playing pass down the field. He locked eyes on that running back, saw the screen develop, comes upfield, makes the play, makes the sound tackle.
Right side, it's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Moving the pocket, it's Denson. Just gets rid of that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds the tight end. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Keeping it on the ground, and the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covering downfield. Nobody open. You can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him, get the big sack on 4th down.
Buying time to his right. Lets it fly. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Changing the routes with his receivers.
Wilson. Spear.
Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Just got rid of that one.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Long way to go on 2nd down. Defense not showing press coverage. Rush right in his face. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Sooners, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely good.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Denson. He tries to take the top off. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Running inside, it's Dickey. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5.
Ready? Move 30.
Calls his own number. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. This defense didn't hang its head. They've stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Trying to barge in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The extra point here would tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. At the 35, he's got room. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Might as well give it to him again. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers now. Obviously, turnovers lose you games, but you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
At midfield, he's got room. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
They're all over it. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on third down. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. But with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there. The defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not full, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football. The defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on him.
Sets his feet. It's Denson. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The give. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now,
guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Back to throw, it's Denson. Lets it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the 4th quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. On that 4th down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Second and long here. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. And the Red Raiders line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse. Going to take a shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Yeah, when you think about man-to-man, you don't always think about free safeties. You know, you think about corners, you think about guys on the outside, but really good job being able to play his man, find the football, create the interception.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Rush is on the move and looking. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
From the gun, it's Dickey. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Across the 35. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Red Raider. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Makes the catch, and he's free. To the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Clemson is quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Denson. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass.
Number 81, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Quentin Joyner. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Motion from the wideout. Here's Quentin one more time. Nowhere to go.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it. Holding this 4th quarter lead, and they're going to try to finish it off with a gamble on 4th down. Gotta have it here on 4th down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the 1st down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Clemson comes out, its offense ready to go on the attack. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Drops back on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this.
Makes a catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
On the return, it's Coleman Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He's got it. Crossing the 30. He's got a lane. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snap on 1st down. Wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he gets it away.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Quick give. It's Joyner. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They jump on top here in OT.
Man, you talk about striking first and creating some momentum in overtime. The first play, you take it to the house and you flip the whole game and put all the pressure on the other sideline. Palmer, that's how you start an OT.
Yeah, David, that's just 11 guys on offense locked in. First play, score a touchdown, put all the pressure on your opponent. They understand what it's going to take to win this football game.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Look out! And they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Drops back. It's Stenson. Released to the back. Oh, and this one's picked off. A huge overtime turnover. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches